Hello and welcome to Farmhouse Restoration episode 7. It's been 4 or 5 days since my surgery, and here I am riding in a truck picking up some corners, inside and outside corners for the siding that we needed. Michelle is driving. She's taking good care of me. I got a pillow behind me and so far feel fine. We're going to do this one task and go home, but I'm excited to go see what the house looks like, so let's pull up there and drop the stuff off and take a look at the house. Right. So here's the addition over here. We have a nice bathroom back there, and this will be a washer and dryer area here and another bathroom back there. And that door will go out to a deck. So that'll be that. We got some nice big windows here. They look great. Nice view of the backyard. All right, so now we're sided back to there. Of course, we got our soffit and our roof. Some trim around the windows. We got a stove up top there. That looks really good. There's the back. There's that room. Pretty good. Okay. So, all right. So now I'm gonna go take off for a couple days. I really need to stop moving. I just got a bunch of lumber for the deck. We got our deck, insane deck footings ready here. So that's good. So that's what's happening there. That's where this side is. Almost done up there. Starting to run some siding up there. Let's go inside and find Michelle. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna cut in here for a second. What's gonna happen next is you're gonna see me at my folks' house in Delaware. I was just a couple days after the surgery. I had Michelle driving me around and we were picking stuff up, but we decided that it was good to get me out of there because I was doing too much stuff. So in the next shot, I look terrible because I'm not sleeping great, but by the time I get back from Delaware, I really feel much better and then go back to work. So the next shot will be that, and then the video will continue to the end. So here we are on convalescent day number 2. Got a good night's sleep last night. Woke up this morning to see this. It's like a totally big, beautiful house just being torn down to make a beaver house, but it's tough to see all the building materials, the nice windows just getting turned into garbage like that. Those porch posts, it's just amazing. Anyway, trying to build a little teeny house, and here's this big giant house just getting crunched to make room for a bigger one. Look at all those 2x6 floor joists sitting right there. I'd like to get all those. Yes, this is day 2 of this house disappearing. Houses appear and they disappear. And they reappear again. So much good stuff, those columns, my God. Oh well. And now it's completely gone. It took about 3 days. Just totally gone. That's the new lot because they bought that piece back there, so. There's a propane tank in there, and that's it. Guy's a good machine operator. All right, here we are back from our little break. I got some good rest. Going to work today. This is the beginnings of the deck. Siding's done and soffit's done all the way up top there. That looks great. So that's good. You can peer around the other side of the house here. I'm walking a little bit slow still, so, but feeling pretty good. So let's see here. All right, so we still don't have anything up to the top there. That corner that's bulging out, I've talked to somebody about fixing the block in that one corner where it's bulging out, but that looks really nice. Look at that. So, yep, this is what's happening today. That's as far as we've gotten. It's been just raining like crazy here. The hurricane that came up the East Coast, the rain came through here. Not too much of it terribly, but enough to slow things down. So that looks good up there though, it looks great. Oh boy, well, our drain tile must be working, but we got to get that sump pump in that corner down there ASAP. So maybe I'll come and do that tomorrow, because I don't know where this water's gonna go. I mean, I guess it can drain back down through the sump pit and back out through the water that way, but all right, we got a nice swimming pool down here. Very interesting. So here I am at my other job, which is my main job, which is a music store. We're having our 30th anniversary sale. Lots of people, stuff going on here. So I've been doing this all day, and so far so good. All right, so we're coming out the basement door. Now I'm kind of glad I haven't put the final threshold or ceiling plate in, because I got a hose coming out of there. That's getting pumped out now. It's going down the driveway. Let's go see what it looks like. It's been running for about 5 minutes. Does not seem to have made a dent in the basement. So, but anyway, let's go see what it looks like. Part of the problem, well, there's multiple problems, but that's a low spot right there, and that's our drain tile sticking up. So it's just literally water's just flowing right into the drain tile into the basement. So we'll have to cover that back up with dirt. And then over here, where our deck footings are, you can see that back one against the wall. That's giving pretty good rainwater access to everything. So this is gonna get backfilled today and then graded, and that'll get the water off the house the next time it rains. But I guess the drain tile is working properly. It's going into the sump pit, but with nothing to pump it out, we ended up with a basement full of water. So let's go inside and see what we're looking like. Well, we can't really see anything, but we still got lots of water in there. I don't know if there's a way to turn a light on when I record. Let's see. So let's see how long this takes to get this water down. There we go. Okay, so that's with the light on, so that's neat. There's our sump pump. It's actually come down quite a bit from our water line, so we're making some progress. Just slowly pumping. Let's see if we can see our sump pump here. Oh, I don't know. It almost seems like there's more water in here, so I don't know what's going on. I guess, well, it had to come down a little bit, but we're going to keep pumping for a while. It's a lot of water in here. And buried under there is the sump pit that's supposed to have our big sump pump in it. But I gotta run the line up that wall and out. All right, it's 11:36, so we're gonna give it 10 minutes, and I gotta go to work at the music store, and then I'm going to see if it made even a dent in it, and I'll unplug it, which I can do from up here. And come back tomorrow and work on setting up the larger sump pump and get that with its float so I can just leave it plugged in and head on out. So that'll also pump out a bunch more water, twice the rate of flow. So we'll be coming out under the deck, and I guess we'll just run a line right out to about here, and then hopefully the water will just flow off. But maybe even temporarily until we really get this graded nicely with some grass on there. I'm gonna just run the line literally out to the driveway so it can go straight down. But I'll come out just above the waterproofing there. And, you know, anything above grade with my 2-inch line. All right, let's see if we're even making a dent. Doesn't really look like it. Yeah. And maybe we got a little more of the sump pump above here. Maybe we've gone down an inch. I have no idea. I guess what we'll have to do is look at that stair there. I need to go to work though, so I guess what I'll do is, I can't just let this thing run, because at a certain point when it does pump it all down, then we're just gonna be burning up our pump. So this needs to be run maybe tomorrow morning when I get here and I start. I mean, I have to get here and run it, and then I can work on drilling the hole, I guess, and see how far it gets. But really, I need to get that pit open down there, and I don't feel like sloshing around in this water. Anyway, it'll all get done, so I'm gonna go to work and unplug this thing. We got maybe an inch of water down, I think. But I mean, God knows how many gallons this is in here now, probably a lot, so. Makes a good indoor swimming. So here's inside the other part of the basement. This sump pit is really quite low, but it's because it's all in the other basement now. This older basement will be dry because you've got actually a lower basement to get wet. And this is what I'll use to put in the sump pit that we installed in the other new basement and run that out. So I'll get some of that 2-inch pipe tomorrow. And add to this, do whatever I need to do, get a couple couplings, another elbow. All right, so I went away today and came back from work. I'm gonna sit here and run this for like an hour, but looks like the guys came and backfilled this. So there's still some dirt there, but that'll settle them. I'll, you know, that little pile, I won't throw it on there, but I'll probably bring my little tractor down here just to have something that can lift stuff. The little Kubota that I have with the loader bucket on it. And then we can have something to move around dirt, and it's low enough where I could probably even grade a little bit in there. So anyway, I'm gonna go plug my hose in and just kind of relax here at the house for an hour and see how far we get pumped out. See if we can do this on video. So there's our hose out there. Here's my plug here. Let's plug this in and see. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's squirting the water out. So that's kind of nice to come in here. Just plug that in right over there. So all right, now we'll sit here for an hour and see if we can actually make a dent in that water in that room. All right, I got my flow going out here. Now we'll go in the basement, make sure that thing is straight up and down, because I did pull on this hose a little bit. Hopefully it hasn't moved. Then we'll just relax. Okay, yep, we're straight up and down. So the question is, did more water come up in here? And it doesn't Doesn't look like it did. So here's where we're at. We're about, but we can see where we're at. So let's run it for a good half an hour. See if we make any progress at all, which I hope that we do. We're backfilled. That'll help a little bit. All right, well, we're getting down a little bit more here. Been here for about half an hour. So it looks like every half hour it goes down maybe an inch. We probably got about 4 inches of water, but I do not feel like sitting here for 2.5 hours while this finishes pumping out. We can actually see the rim of the pit right there, so that's good. So I think I'm gonna head on out of here and go to maybe stop at Lowe's and buy the PVC that I need at least to work on that. But really I need to get a coring bit, so maybe I'll go home and just order that and just keep using this thing, you know, to pump this thing down. I'll come here tomorrow. I got an appointment. No, tomorrow is nothing in the morning, so I'll just come directly here and start pumping. All right, Hector helped me, and we got water coming out of there. It's pulling it down into the tank. So what's interesting is that's actually starting to go down, and we still got water back here. So I think that I'll have to take the hose or a squeegee and squeegee water in there. But anyway, let's see if that thing shuts off, if the little float falls down into the right place. Anyway, we'll check that in a minute. All right, so that's static. I washed off the floor a little bit. That area is a little bit low. I'll just wet dry back that area up, and then it should be pretty good. Okay, so here's the next day after the sump pit installation. Nothing's coming out of there, obviously. Still been raining, but we are dry in here, and I, still need to go in here and get this last little bit cleaned up. But the good news is that that's not working, and again, I'm gonna actually probably get in here with a pressure washer and clean all this off. We're gonna reparge this. I mean, we'll make this basement look a lot better. So I'm not gonna worry about that, getting this thing perfect right now, because it's gonna be a mess when I blast all this off of there. But anyway, that turned out great. So that's good over there. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't running. I do see there's water in there, and the float is up. Or the float is not. Oh, sorry, the water is. Let's see what's going on here. Whoops. All right, so it just turned on for a second. Right, so the float, yes. Anyway, it's working fine. We'll let this run and shut off. It's gonna go all the way down to the bottom, and it shut off, and so we're good. All right. So sump pit good. So now we're going to go look at our other one and make sure that's not running. Let's turn the light on here. So if you recall, this was going there, but that was going outside below grade. Now we've got it up, going above grade and going out, and I need to go check that side out there. So right now we've just got that shooting out that far. That's not meant to be a splash block, but we can see how we've got our backfill has sort of settled into there. So we'll bring some more dirt over there at some point, get this cleaned up, get some grass back in here, cut a nice, make sure we have a swale cut in here, get this really graded properly. So that's good. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, so that looks good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here. We've got a lot of siding put on. It's been raining, so nothing's really been happening in the last few days. Once we get going again, when the weather turns around, we'll do some more farmhouse stuff. I also want to mention how I am thinking about, as I'm sure everybody is, everybody who's been affected by the hurricane. You know, when you're doing a job like this or just getting through life in general, stuff happens and you can very easily feel frustrated or start feeling sorry for yourself. And, but when you see the situation that a lot of other people are dealing with right now, it really makes your problems oftentimes seem a lot smaller and less impactful than they actually are. So I hope everyone keeps that in mind next time they're feeling frustrated, that, you know, just be thankful for what's going right. Okay, so I have ended this video multiple times, and I keep unending it, and the timing of a lot of it is might look a little bit weird, but things have kept happening. So now it is a little over a month after my surgery. I feel really good. I'm having to make sure that I don't, pick stuff up that's over 10 or 15 pounds. But I want to show you everything that's happened to the house now. And this will be the place where I can end this video. So let's take a look. Starting from the back, here we have it. Over here, there we go. That window has not been sided yet. We've got the start of our deck. We've got all our doors in. Totally sided over the front. That pesky area up there, that's now done. So that looks great. It's going through here. All right. What we're looking at, washer and dryer are gonna go there. This is the closet. This is our sort of mudroom area. This is our kitchen. And now you can see we are opened up to our new living room. Well, this is sort of the, kitchen, eating, dining room area, living room, all opened up. So we got a nice wide open spot. Wish this plywood wasn't here, but you get the idea. So that's done. Then, if we come into what is going to be the master bedroom here, this will be the door to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, we're gonna have the toilet over there. Here's the shower. And then this is actually a closet. And then the sink is gonna be right here. So that's what's happening there. We'll go back out here for a second. So when you're in the kitchen here and you walk out into the mudroom, well, not into the mudroom, but this is a little hallway right here. And there's gonna be a chase in there for the AC. But this is gonna be the powder room slash bathroom thing. So, and then we're gonna stuff a washer and dryer in here somehow. And I'm tempted to move this out here and then have that extra space there, and then have the washer and dryer in the bathroom like we did in the last house. So that might be an option. Heading down into the basement, just want to show you, I don't have the best light in here. Let's see if my light will turn on. This area in here, this is the crawl space. This is our larger crawl space access. We're gonna pad that out, and then that goes back there and around the corner. So we have good access to all our plumbing and everything underneath here. So that's nice. And then, see if my light turns on. Well, we can just open the door. This is the basement. It's all dry now with our, of course, sump working nicely. But what we did is, some light in here, we reparged these walls. Now, it's drying, and it's drying at different rates, but that's just these are gonna look much more uniform. We'll, trim that out. So that's that. So this is a good place to stop it. What we're gonna be doing next is we're gonna be starting the plumbing and the electric, and then the HVAC. We'll get our framing inspection. There's a couple little odds and ends that need to be done. We need to finish our deck. But this is a good place to stop this episode. And thank you for being patient if you were waiting. We will see you next time.